Have you ever noticed how Samsung's biggest software announcements always seem to focus on expensive flagship phones? The Galaxy S series gets the headlines, the foldables get the spotlight, and meanwhile, millions of Galaxy users are left wondering when their devices will finally get the next big update. Well, today, that story is changing, because Samsung has just revealed one of the biggest clues yet about One UI 9, and what we discovered could completely change the update timeline for millions of Galaxy users. Before watching, please do not forget to subscribe our channel, so that you can get notified on daily tech updated. For months, Samsung fans have been asking the same question: when will One UI 9 arrive? And more importantly, which devices will get it first? While Samsung has remained mostly silent, something very interesting has happened behind the scenes. A brand new One UI 9 firmware based on Android 17 has now been spotted on Samsung's official testing servers. And this isn't just another random leak from social media. This is real development activity taking place inside Samsung's own infrastructure. What makes this discovery even more surprising is the device involved. Many people expected Samsung to focus only on premium smartphones at this stage. Instead, testing has now appeared for devices much lower in the lineup. This tells us something important. Samsung is preparing a much broader rollout strategy than many analysts expected. And honestly, that should excite Galaxy users. Over the last few years, Samsung has transformed its software support policy. There was a time when Android updates arrived slowly and often left mid-range users waiting for months. But today, Samsung is one of the fastest Android manufacturers when it comes to delivering major operating system upgrades. With One UI 9, the company appears ready to continue that trend. So what exactly is Samsung working on? One UI 9 is expected to be built on top of Android 17, Google's latest operating system. Unlike some previous updates that focused heavily on visual redesigns, Android 17 appears to be concentrating on performance, efficiency, security, and smarter device management. And that could be excellent news for Galaxy users. One of the biggest improvements expected from Android 17 is enhanced memory optimization. That may sound technical, but in real-world usage it means smoother multitasking, faster app launches, fewer background slowdowns, and better overall responsiveness. Even older devices could feel noticeably faster after updating. Battery efficiency is another area receiving major attention. Samsung has been working closely with Google to improve how background apps consume power. If these optimizations perform as expected, users could see longer screen on-time and better standby battery life without any hardware changes. But that's only the beginning. Sources connected to Samsung's testing activity suggest that One UI 9 is also bringing refined animations across the entire interface. Samsung has spent years polishing One UI, and each generation becomes smoother than the last. This update could make navigation feel even more fluid, with faster transitions, cleaner effects, and a more premium experience throughout the system. And let's talk about customization. Samsung already offers some of the best customization tools in the Android world. From themes and icon packs to lock screen personalization and good lock modules, Galaxy users enjoy flexibility that many competitors simply cannot match. With One UI 9, Samsung is expected to expand that experience even further, giving users more control over how their devices look and behave. Security is another major focus. Android 17 introduces new privacy protections and stronger app permission controls. Samsung is expected to integrate these improvements directly into its Knox security platform. This means better protection against malware, more transparency regarding data access, and stronger safeguards for personal information. For everyday users, these changes may happen quietly in the background, but they play a huge role in keeping devices safe and reliable. Now, here comes the interesting part. The appearance of new One UI 9 firmware build suggests Samsung's internal development is progressing faster than many expected. Traditionally, flagship devices receive updates first, followed by mid-range and budget models months later. but current testing activity hints that Samsung may be working on multiple device categories simultaneously. If that's true, the gap between flagship to mid-range update releases could become significantly smaller this year. That would be a huge win for millions of Galaxy users around the world. And remember, Samsung isn't just competing against Android manufacturers anymore. The company is also competing directly against Apple in software support. Long-term updates have become one of the biggest factors when purchasing a smartphone. Users want confidence that their device will remain secure, fast, and supported for years. Samsung understands this. That is why software updates have become a central part of the company's strategy. Every successful rollout strengthens customer loyalty and encourages users to remain within the Galaxy ecosystem. Looking ahead, One UI 9 may not be the flashiest update Samsung has ever released. We may not see a complete redesign or dramatic visual overhaul, but sometimes the best updates are the ones that improve everything quietly behind the scenes. Faster performance, better battery life, smarter multitasking, enhanced security, smoother animations, stronger ecosystem integration. These are the improvements users experience every single day. And based on everything we know so far, One UI 9 appears focused on delivering exactly that. Of course, Samsung has not officially revealed every feature yet, and development is still ongoing. More firmware builds will almost certainly appear over the coming weeks, giving us a clearer picture of what to expect before the official launch. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Samsung's next major software update is no longer a distant project hidden in development labs. One UI 9 is real, testing is accelerating, and the countdown toward Android 17 has officially begun. The question now is simple. Will One UI 9 become Samsung's smoothest and most polished software update ever? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Which Galaxy device are you currently using? And what feature do you want to see most in One UI 9? We read every comment and love hearing your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Samsung news, Android updates, and exclusive tech coverage here on Tech Insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.